Sports Network starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you feel that? Tell me, can you feel that? You see it coming? Yeah, let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere you know, I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow.
Well, folks, welcome here live on the Roxamore Sports Network as we are here broadcasting live as Woodland Hills is taking on the Penn Hills Indians in the swimming division. Right now we are into the diving portion of this competition is how they all start out, and then they get into the meets there afterwards. So right now we're just going to go ahead, stand by and watch as things unfold here tonight. Stay tuned here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. on there, and you know what I mean? Which one? It doesn't matter.
Do we have commentators today?
Coaching against the crowd. The sequel.
Maybe you can go out that door. Oh, we came in that one. Maybe you go out that one.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You can use the door, you just can't go up the stairs. Oh, that's fine to me. I can come back in that door.
Press the fan, guys.
I'm ready whenever you're set up.
You can't press the fan.
You're gonna have to run.
You have to go around, man.
Run on that. You need to stick these on the charger, just in case those batteries go bad.
Well, you have to, you go into.
Big room back here. Walk that way. Come on down there.
I'll have to pay for it.
Second camera, I can just zoom in just on them. Into it, and whoever releases it, that's the reason I just stay inside, on that side of the pool.
On that side?
Or this side, doesn't matter. Whatever has a clear track, that's what you want.
Yeah. So, watch my step. It's going to get wet down here.
Yes, sir.
Very much so.
Save the camera.
Batteries are right here. Batteries are right here.
Cool. I was gonna say, you save the camera, not yourself. Don't fall in the pool with the camera.
I can't swim, so
You can't swim?
the camera will go on the ground before I fall in the pool. Guaranteed death. I ain't falling in nothing. I'll shuffle past the camera before I fall in the pool, trust me.
Alright, trust me. Right now, I think I can run a commercial break.
There's my shortest thing.
All right, folks, so it looks as though we have a small break here before they actually begin to meet. So I'm actually going to go ahead and run a small commercial break here on the Roxamore Sports Network as we get ready to continue to watch this whole event unfold. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Looks like we're about to get started with our first meet here, which is the backstroke, and they are off. They're good now. Looks like Woodland Hills is leading the way there in lane 3. All right. Hey.
Get down there on the floor. You got me? Yeah, it is. Can you hear me one time?
All right, folks, so we are still looking. I don't know which meet this is, but they're now in the breaststroke, so it looks like it's a combination of all 4 techniques here. And as you can see, the crowd is very packed and in tune here. And with that taking place, we are looking at Woodland Hills in lane 3 and Penn Hills in lane 4. They appear to be neck and neck. Lane 3 is in the lead. All right, here we go. Here we are, neck and neck.
Okay. What was the card? Oh yes, this is blue one. And your
All right, folks, here we go. Looks like they're about to begin. This lanes 2, 3, and 4. And here we are. Well, it appears as though Woodland Hills is in the lead in lane number 3. second lap. Now, the next team member is in the water for Woodland Hills. And he's doing the breaststroke. All right, folks. All right, we're now in the freestyle portion of it. Woodland Hills is still in the lead in lane number 3. Penn Hills trails in lane number, I believe that's lane number 4. And he is making some serious headway there. And he is doing a good job. And the time in lane 2, 1 minute 42 seconds for Woodland Hills. We get a good thumbs up there from the winner. Penn Hills comes in second in what is that? Lane 3. I'm sorry. Woodland Hills was in lane 4.
Can I get past real quick to give it to my mom?
Be careful when you step. You got water on you. There's a lot of equipment. And when you leave, you're gonna have to go out that way.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, say that again. Go ahead, you got about 10 seconds.
in front of the school, you can see a woman outside with a big brown coat on. A big brown coat on. She's wearing a big brown coat.
All right, so here we have Kalia Rivera from Penn Hill still making her way in, and she's doing a great job for Penn Hills in lane number 5. Penn Hills finishes with a time. The tracker did not get that one. It does not report a time on that particular lane. All right, so we get ready for the next set of meets here. What? Was that the 200 freestyle? Thank you. All right, so that last meet was the 200 freestyle. The next up is the 200 individual relay. Oh, 200 freestyle boys. Sorry. The girls went first, and the boys are now up. I'm getting the hang of it. We're getting the hang of it over here. All right, so the next meet was the 200 freestyle boys. Looks like they're making sure the sensors are working on the stop clocks there for each lane. So here we are, getting ready to begin. Here we are, and they're off. It looks like Woodland Hills is in the lead and trailing. Woodland Hills leads in lane number 4. It looks like Penn Hills is following in lane number 3. A little distance here now, starting to separate between these competitors, as you can see there. Penn Hills is still trailing. Woodland Hills is still leading the way here. Tonight on the senior night, here live on the Roxamore Sports Network, we are now witnessing the 200 freestyle. And the others are still catching up. Hills still leading the way in his 200 freestyle with the men. And it looks as though in lane number 4, Woodland Hills finishes with a time 1 minute 9 seconds. Now in lane number 2, I believe, Woodland Hills finishes second, and Penn Hills in lane number 3 finishes third. Another Woodland Hills swimmer in lane number 6 still finishing. Great job to those gentlemen in the 200 men's freestyle. All right, next up is the 200 individual medley. Here we go. And they're off. First is the butterfly. One of the most difficult swimming techniques there is to do out there, folks, is the butterfly. When I swam, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. However, I survived it. I may not have gotten all my proper points for it, but the butterfly is one of the most difficult swimming techniques ever to do. Right now, Woodland Hills is leading the way. Looks like in lane number 2. Now, they are now in the backstroke. Nice and warm and toasty in here, folks. I tell you, it's a workout broadcasting this meet today. I think I lost 3 pounds already, and I sweated it out. The crowd is in cheers for, I'm hearing the name Sasha. I don't know the competitors' names today. I have no roster sheet. However, we do have a competitive match here today. Woodland Hills appearing to still lead the way there in lane number 3. I think the nearest person will be Penn Hills in lane number 4. Or is that lane number 2? But I believe Woodland Hills is still leading the way. Woodland Hills finishes in first place there in lane number 4 with a time of 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Next is the boys 200 individual medley. And they're off. They start out in the butterfly. Looks as though Penn Hills is leading the way in this one. In lane number 3, Woodland Hills trails shortly in lane number 4. All right, it appears as though Penn Hills is still leading the way in the men's 200 individual medley. Looks like now we had a change of events here. Oh, no. Lane 3 finished first, 2 minutes, 7 seconds. And I believe that was Penn Hills. The score now, with this event, before this event, the score now is 25 Woodland Hills, 19 Penn Hills. There are 2 sets of scores. I'm assuming one's for the girls, one's for the boys. I'm still figuring out which one is for which. All right, we're up for the next event, which would be the 50 freestyle for the women. And they're off. It's close neck and neck with Woodland Hills and Penn Hills. And it looks as though Woodland Hills finishes first, Penn Hills second, with a time of 25 seconds. 25 seconds, that's pretty fast. And 26 seconds for Penn Hills. That is pretty amazing. I could not say for myself that I could swim that fast myself. Probably would take me 25 seconds to clear one lap of this pool. But then again, who knows? I might surprise you. All right, next is the men's 50 freestyle. That means 2 laps, up and back. Let's see what they got. Here we are, and they're up. Here we go, and they're off. Right now it appears as though, all right, it looks like Penn Hills, I believe, is in the lead here in this particular match. And the chairs are in. Or maybe that's Woodland Hills, I'm not sure. But whoever was in first place there, he's kind of out of the uniform. He's wearing his own, freestyle kind of a remixed outfit there. But the first place was in 22 seconds. Very, very, very impressive there. 22 seconds to the first place winner of that particular men's 50 freestyle. All right, folks. Before we start the next event, just want to remind you that today's event is sponsored by Wilson's Night Out at Signal Def Jam and at the Improv. Tab Mac will be in the house, the Big Mac of Comedy, on Saturdays, February 15th. It'll be $20 for your first drink, which includes $20 to get in. It also comes with your first drink. To get your tickets, you can call 412-727-1333, and the location will be at 7365 Denniston Avenue in Swissville, PA 15218. Once again, folks, this match has been brought to you by Wilson's Night Out. As we are waiting here, it looks like they're taking a brief break. I'm gonna go ahead and run some commercials here. I'm never opposed to running some commercials, which I can definitely do. So stay tuned, folks, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. We have another commercial we're going to go ahead and bring to you here, and stay tuned. right, folks, welcome back here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. As we are still here for a brief break and pause, we're going to go ahead and keep running some commercials. And I just want to remind you guys to go on ahead and follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. And download our app for free on all Google Play stores and iTunes stores on all platforms. We are available there for free. It's called the Roxamore Events. Remember, you can tune in and find out how many different ways to watch Roxamore Sports by going to www.roxamoresports.com. And when you get there, just click on Watch Live and then click on How to Watch. And you'll see you can watch these events live anywhere and everywhere. You can watch it on Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon TV, everybody's TV, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Vimeo, and Twitter. Once again, and you can watch it on our app and on the Roxamore Sports Network at www.roxamoresports.com. We are here currently at Woodland Hills as we're taking on tonight's matchup, and the score currently right now 36-24. Woodland Hills leads the way, and in the other division, I don't know if it's the girl or boys division, they are winning 41-16. Either way I go, Woodland Hills is winning this particular meet here today thus far. So we're going to go ahead and continue to bring you live coverage here after these few short breaks. We're going to go ahead and run another commercial, and we'll be right back.
Pardon me, ma'am. My Sound Wireless Delivery, the line edition?
All right, folks, as we are still here waiting for this break, I'm going to go ahead and keep bringing to you coverage. Right now, I want to tell you guys that tonight's game and match here today is also sponsored by Big Rock and RAC Cleaning, Pittsburgh's top-rated residential and commercial cleaning services with complete service cleaning services in Pittsburgh and the greater Pittsburgh area. If you are interested in getting your home clean or your place of business clean, by all means, give us a call at 412-203-8213. Once again, 412-203-8213. Also, tonight's meet is sponsored by the Hill District Federal Credit Union, located in the Hill District, where they are there helping people not only just with surviving, but thriving. Go ahead and visit them at the Hill District Federal Credit Union in the Hill District on Center Avenue. You can go to www.hilldistrictfcu.org to get more information about how to go there and set up your account, or you can give them a call at 412-281-0822. Once again, the Hill District Federal Credit Union. All right, folks, we're going to be right back after these few short messages. We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break while we are waiting for the 100 fly, which is the next event here live on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
All right, folks, we are live, and we're about to get things kicking off here in just a few more short moments. So continue to stay tuned. But I also want to let you guys know that tonight's match is also sponsored by Worldwide. The single Worldwide, get yours today. The single called Worldwide by Boona. It is found on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, and more, and all digital platforms. It is available for only 99 cents. Get yours today, and if it's a song that you just need some pickup, some uplifting, and some motivation, I believe that song is the right song for you. Go ahead and get yours today. Worldwide, once again, by Boona for 99 cents. And all digital platforms and all digital stores, it is there available for you now. Get yours today. All right, folks, as we are still sitting here waiting, I am your host today, Leon Rockymore with the Roxamore Sports Network, and we are here in today's matchup as the girls in Woodland Hills are leading 36-24, and the boys Woodland Hills, they are leading 41-16 here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. We are going to be getting started here with the 100 fly here pretty soon, which is the next one. I'm pretty sure to start with the women and then the men. And then we will go ahead and continue bringing you live coverage here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member of Fit 4 Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit 4 Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Well, folks, welcome back here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Looks like we're finally going to go ahead and get started here as we are getting ready to start the women's 100 fly.
You're trying to charge it down, right?
Go, Irene.
Okay, no batteries low.
All right, here we go. And they're off. And here we are. It appears as though there's no competition here. This is all Woodland Hill, Penn Hills swimmers in tonight's match. In the 100 fly women's division, only Penn Hills has competitors and contestants in this particular match. So in lanes 3 and 5, we are witnessing them compete against themselves and their time to break, hopefully, would be a record in their division. And the last one, here we go. Time is close, 59 seconds, 1 minute just passed. Here we are. Let's see how they finish. And in lane 5, she finishes first with a time of, okay, that can't be right. I think 1 minute, 36 seconds. I'm not sure. Sometimes the times be a little messed up there, but we still have someone swimming there for Penn Hills in lane number 1. I'm not sure if those times are accurate, but it says right now that lane 5 was 1 minute, 7 seconds. I'm not sure how to take that one, but however, it puts Penn Hills up on the board. The score is now 36-24. Woodland Hills leads the way in the women's division. Now we're about to do the men's 100 fly. Here we are, and they're off. The men's division, we have competitors on both sides here. Penn Hills is leading the way. The butterfly is one very complicated swimming technique to ever be achieved. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of determination to get through that swimming style properly without any deductions from any of the officials. Looks like Penn Hills leads the way. there. Woodland Hills comes in second in lane number 4. The time of and the stop clock timer is throwing me off again. It's giving off some false data there. So the swimmers are looking back for their scores and their times, but I'm not sure if those times are actually accurate because sometimes they can malfunction. So we're getting ready for the women's now. We're waiting for something here apparently. Loss here, folks, for what exactly is really truly taking place right now. But right now, in the girls, once again, in Woodland Hills leading the way. Oh, actually, the girls from Penn Hills are now leading the way 46-43. All right. So now we're getting for the 100 freestyle. And they're off. Here we are. Appears as though Woodland Hills is leading in lane number 3. The women's 100 freestyle. And she's completing her second lap of 4. Lane 3 continues to lead the way here. She's finishing in her last lane. Penn Hills is still making their way in lanes 3 and 5, but lane 4 finishes first for Woodland Hills. And here we are. So Woodland Hills finishes first in that 100 freestyle. Lane number 4 finished first. They're looking back at the times there, hoping that they're accurate. If they are, Woodland Hills finished with a time of 56 seconds, 56.27 seconds. Not bad. Second place, lane number 2, 1 minute 8 seconds. Lane third place was 1 minute 14 seconds. Those are the top 3 finishing scores for the 100 freestyle in the women's division. All right, here we go. Boys are up now for the 100 free. Here we go. All right. The pairs though, on the 100 freestyle. Looks like they're all Woodland Hills competitors, I believe. I'm not sure. But whoever is in lane number 3, I believe. Yeah, that's all one school. So I believe that's all Woodland Hills there. No competitors from Penn Hills there. So it's right now it's just a competition. It's a competition against themselves in time. And the first place time, not sure if that's right, but it says 28 seconds, which would be unbelievable. If there it is, they corrected it. 55 seconds. Second place was 31 minute 2 seconds. And third place was, waiting on the adjustment of the time, 1 minute 8 seconds. Great job, men, in the 100 freestyle. Here we are. Here we are. And they're off. Looks like Woodland Hills leads the way. And Kalia is in lane 1. Clea Rivera there, folks, swimming for Penn Hills. And here we are. Woodland Hills is leading the way. This is the 500 freestyle in the women's division. As you can see, Woodland Hills is still leading the way here by almost a full and entire lap. Woodland Hills still continuing to lead the way. The 500 freestyle is 20 laps, folks. My goodness gracious. Woodland Hills still continuing to lead the way. Lots of laps here. Lots of laps. As you can see, the first place swimming competitor in Woodland Hills is getting ready to lap the last person in Penn Hills, which is actually pretty impressive. Getting cheers here and support from in the crowd for one of the competitors in the pool named Sarah. All right. Your battery's dead or is about to die? There they are, just letting her know she is in her last. She's close to finishing there. So the horn sounds off. applause. She's in her last one. Right now it's a match and race against time. And there you have it, Woodland Hills finishes first. Get the swimmer in lane number 1. Can you see her? No. No, keep it the way you have it. Keep it the way you have it. All right, Penn Hill swimmers are still making their way here in the 500 freestyle. Get the swimmer in lane number 1. Very good. All right, folks, here we have Kalia Rivera, her first time swimming the 500 freestyle for Penn Hills, and she is doing a wonderful job. She gets cheers and supports from her cheer section. But she continues to still make her way in the 500 freestyle for Penn Hills. She gets support there. Her team members tell her that she is on her last lap. I gotta be honest, folks, by now I think I would have probably caught a cramp. But she is still going. And that is a very tough thing to do. So I think she deserves a round of applause here from the fans here at this meet. And she gets it. All right, so next is the 200 freestyle relay. Looks like they're going to be getting ready to go ahead and take a break here. So we are going to go ahead and go to a commercial, and we'll be back. folks, it looks like we're about to start the 200 freestyle relay. No, or just a 500. No, I'm sorry, this will be the 500 freestyle for the men. And they are off. And right now, Penn Hills leads the way. Penn Hill leads the way in this 500 freestyle competition. You got to zoom and follow them now from that camera. Turn off that receiver.
Turn off the receiver to take it back. There you go.
Here we are. Penn Hills is leading the way. All right, so looks as though we are on another break here as we get ready to prepare for the 200 freestyle relay. All right, here we are, 200 freestyle relay. And they are off. Right now, it appears as though Woodland Hill leads the way, middle lane, lane number 3. Penn Hills trails in lane number 4, I believe. Actually, I'm sorry, Woodland Hill leads the way in lane number 4. There's one lane here that we cannot see that's actually closest to us. But they make the tag. They're neck and neck now. Looks like Penn Hills might make the first tag. And they do. Penn Hills comes back. And we now have a match. That's halfway through. And lane number 3, Penn Hills is leading. Woodland Hills is trailing. I would say by a hair, but it's pretty close. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Penn Hills is leading the way. They're neck and neck. Nah, I like to say Penn Hills is definitely leading the way. They touched the wall first, and here it is in the last take of it. I don't see no hustle and bustle there. I'm not sure, but it looks like Penn Hills is going to take this one home with them in the girls division. All right. Lane number 3 finishes first. I'm still waiting on the time to update. Time of 1 minute, 52 seconds in the 200 freestyle. Second place, 1 minute, 54 seconds. In third place, waiting on that time to update. 2 minutes, I don't think that's right. As you can see, the good sportsmanship between competitors there. All right, here we go. Now the 200 freestyle in the boys division. They asked for everyone to be quiet for the start, and here we are, and they're off. Well, it looks like Penn Hills is leading the way. Oh, they're neck and neck. Uh-oh, here we go. We got quick kicks, quick turnaround. Penn Hills look like they're definitely leading the way here. They will make the first touch. Here we are. Looks like Woodland Hills has made their comeback here. And now they're leading the way in lane number 4. Alright, and here we are. Oh, this guy from Woodland Hills is taking names today. Oh, he is going. He is moving. If there was dance moves, he is performing it in the water here today, folks. On the last leg, here we are. There we go. I mean, he is just attacking this water. They have a great lead now. A great lead now on Penn Hills. And he is smoking all the way to the finish line. I wonder what the time is going to be. And Penn Hills finishes first with a time of, as it updates, I wait and I stand by. Penn Hills comes in second in lane number 3. The time of 1 minute, 34 seconds in the men's 200 freestyle relay.
Step in there for a minute, a second.
All right. First place is with a time of 1 minute 34 seconds. Second place, 1 minute 45 seconds. And third place was 1 minute 55 seconds.
Speed.
Was that Texas? It was worth every penny. He messed up his.
Next is the 100 backstroke. All right, so it looks like they're going to take a small break here, I believe, and I'm going to go ahead and take us to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. I'm sorry. It appears as though they are not going to take a break. They are going to keep going. And they're off. Penn Hills leads the way, lane number 5. That's the first touch there. First of 4 laps there. All right, she is on lap 3 of 4 here in the women's division. And she is on her final one. She's making great time. Just over a minute so far. Let's see what the clock says when she finishes. Time says Penn Hills finishes first in lane number 5. Lane number 4, Woodland Hills finishes, and then third, Penn Hills again in lane number 3. A time of 1 minute 9 seconds for first place. Still waiting on the times to update for second and third place. Second place was a time of 1 minute 22 seconds, and third place was a time of 1 minute 27 seconds. Great job, ladies. All right, folks, while we are waiting on the men to get ready to get started, we just want to remind you guys that today's match is sponsored by Tonight's event is sponsored by Wilson's Night Out, as seen on Def Comedy Jam and The Improv. Starring Ty Mack, the Big Mac of comedy, will be here Saturday, February 15th at Wilson's Night Out. It's $20 to get in, and your first drink is included. You can go ahead and get your tickets by calling 412-727-1333 or visit them at 7365 Denniston Avenue in Swissville, PA. And we are back here to live coverage on the Roxamore Sports Network and the 100 backstroke. Great job there. Lane 4 leads the way. I believe that is Woodland Hills in the lead at the moment. The uniform is tricking me up a little bit, but I believe I'm putting this together here pretty nicely. All right, Woodland Hills finishes first. Penn Hills finishes second in lane number 3. In lane number 2, Woodland Hills is in third. First place time of 1 minute 7 seconds. Second place time, 1 minute 16 seconds. Third place time of a time of 1 minute 25 seconds. And the score currently right now in the girls division, 71-79. Penn Hills leads the way, and the boys, Woodland Hills leads the way, 82-37. Next up is the 100 backstroke for the men. Looks like the women are about to do something. No, I'm sorry. That was just the men. Now we are about to witness the 100 breaststroke by the women. Sorry. And they're off. Here we go. Penn Hills is leading the way here. A great push off there from the wall. Just did about a quarter of the pool underneath the water. Pretty impressive. We do apologize, folks, for some of the fans and that they're very excited there. As you can see, my wife and my child are here. That was them in the bottom left-hand corner there. Mrs. Roxamore and a little Roxamore, Josiah Roxamore, future heir. And there they are as they cheer. So there it is. Scores are in. Lane 3 for 1 minute, 11 seconds. And as you can see, competitors and fans are excited. And as you can see, our wonderful future baby mascot for Roxamore, Josiah, is in attendance today, along with Mrs. Roxamore. And we are getting ready to witness the men here in the 100 breaststroke.
Bottom left-hand corner. Make it. Thank you.
All right, getting ready for the boys' 100 breaststroke here. So they're off. Woodland Hills is leading the way in lane number 4. Penn Hills trails in lane number 3. Wait a minute. Lane number 2 looks like Woodland Hills may be winning there in 2 lanes out of the 6 lanes here. I don't understand what kind of cheering that is, but it's very interesting. Here we are, Woodland Hills still continuing to lead here with the pace in lane number 4. Penn Hills trails in lane, Woodland Hills is leading in both lanes, lane number 4 and lane number 2. Penn Hills trails in lane number 3. right, and it looks as though that's his final time. Yeah. All right, I will take it. That would be Matthias. Thanks to the fans. Very loud in the stands. She's in love with Matthias, folks, here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. The love is real and it is in the air. We got to get her on camera. She has so much energy. My goodness gracious. That's the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, and I am woke now. All right, next is the 400 freestyle relay. Here we go, and they're off. Here we go, in the women's. Penn Hills in lane number 2. Appears to be the only swimmer in the pool, I believe, at this moment. Lane number 3. Yeah. Only one competitor for this particular one, and that would be Penn Hills. The 400 freestyle relay, they each do 4 laps. So Penn Hills will remain uncontested in this particular matchup, which I believe with this being the last one, which will put them in the winner's bracket for tonight's matchup. Lower your camera some. Lower your camera some. Right out the ego. Perfect. All right, here we go.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I don't know if this person's too concerned about time. She seems to be in cruise control, but she is doing it. Boy, she's posing kind of when she's swimming. You know, you could take a picture of her. Once again, this division, Penn Hills remains uncontested. And once again, I believe this meet right here will put the girls' division in the winner's bracket for Penn Hills. They remain uncontested for this particular 400 freestyle relay event. Her body's going to cut in the lower third. You got to widen out just a little bit more. There you go. That's perfect. Perfect. All right, this person here seems to have a little gas. Once again, folks, Penn Hills appears to be uncontested here, and they will lead here. The Woodland Hills boys, however, are kind of in a blowout position as the score is 103-44 in the men's division. So even if the Penn Hills boys were to compete in this 400 freestyle relay event, and it was uncontested, they still would not have enough points to actually bring them back to win this actual particular matchup here against Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Penn Hills Indians. You all right there, buddy? You think you can keep up? There you go. Good job. All right, and I believe this is the last match. All right, and Penn Hills finally finishes there with a time of 5 minutes 11 seconds in this uncontested event. And once again, that would take the girls Penn Hills division, the girls team in the swimming division. For the girls, they will finish this with a win here today for Penn Hills, but the boys for Penn Hills will take a loss. All right, here we are. And it's just Woodland Hills solo by themselves as they get to work here. And they remain uncontested. You all right there, buddy? You think you can maintain your shot? There you go. Come on, you got it. Zoom out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Perfect. All right, folks, our camera guy down there, Vincent, is getting a little bit of a workout here today. He's huffing and puffing until he blows the house down. And the back and forth is giving him quite a bit of a workout there as he films today's future scholars in the pool here as they meet in the Aquafina environment and as they do their thing here in swimming. All right, here we are. Next person's in the water. This is the second person of 4 for Woodland Hills. And he tears up this water pretty fast. All right, and the third swimmer now enters the water at 2 minutes. Let's see what he does there. He does his first lap in under 25 seconds. Let's see if he can do a second lap in under the same kind of speed here as Woodland Hills swims uncontested in this particular matchup. He finished that one in under 25 seconds as well. Actually doing pretty good here. He's actually getting faster as it goes. It's taking the average guy here about a minute, maybe a little over a minute to finish their 4 laps here. Each male doing 100 yards of freestyle here at Woodland Hills. All right. We have a next and final member in the pool for Woodland Hills, and as you can see, he is a turner, which is someone that I like to say continue to swim, breathe, swim, breathe, swim, breathe, which in my opinion makes you more exhausted in order to swim and to go the distance. Most of the time it works better when you swim, do a few strokes while still underwater, then come up for air. You do it that way, you can get extremely winded and very tired that way. So let's see what happens here. He's on his 3rd of 4, making pretty good timing here. His turnaround was a little deep there. He was almost at the bottom of the pool, trying to achieve that. But he gets it done, and he brings it in. 4:21, 4:22, 23, 24, about 4:26 here. Yes, and they didn't stop the time in an appropriate place, but let's see what they get time-wise. All right, folks, so that will bring it to, I believe, a close here today as they get the scores tallied up here for today's matchup. All right, so the schools do their chants to support each other. So I think this is a wonderful sport where you get to see them actually support each other. Potato chips, munch, munch, munch. I think I heard it all, folks. All right, so today's scores, folks, for in the women's category, the Penn Hills women pulled away tonight's victory, score 86-80, and in the men, the Woodland Hills boys pulled the victory away with 111-44. While we are looking at this, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the Woodland Hills entire swimming roster here today on the Roxamore Sports Network before we close up here for the senior night here at Woodland Hills on the Roxamore Sports Network. So right now, up first, we have for the swimming team, Aqib Sayed, who's a junior for Woodland Hills. Next up, we have Alex Lott, who is a senior for Woodland Hills. Next up, we have Elijah Klein, who swims for Woodland Hills. We're still waiting on Elijah's file to show up. Sorry about that.
Bye, Aaron. She's a lovely girl. She's good to Matthias. He needs someone like her.
All right, we got some matchmaking taking place here at the event. Parents are approving a girl to be with Matthias, whoever that is. I guess we're going to find out here very shortly. If we can just get the network's computer here to function properly. There's Elijah Klein, who's a freshman for Woodland Hills. Next is followed by Gabby Klein. Next up is Justin Myers, who is a freshman for Woodland Hills. And here comes the legendary Matthias, who we hear so much about with the girls, whose parents just gave him away officially here at tonight's event, who is a senior, Matthias Brucker. I'm just trying to get the system to catch up here with me today, folks. Next up is Mackenzie Carroll, who's a junior. After her is Morgan Yezovich. Next is Noah Marini. Who's a junior. Next is Ryan Powers. Who is a freshman. After him, we have Sarah Ostery. I hope I'm saying that right. right, next up we have Sasha. I can't pronounce his last name, so you're going to have to work with me, folks. Earl Beldinger, who is a junior. I hope I said it right. Forgive me if I didn't. Then Tyrese Tibbs, who is a senior. His last meet here today for senior night. And last but not least, we had Xander Bush. Xander Bush, who is a sophomore for Woodland Hills. And folks, there you have the entire Woodland Hills swimming team roster there. If anyone was not shown, then they did not make it to the photo and video day that we actually did for the kids. So once again, my name is Leon Roxamore. I would like to thank you for joining us here today on the Roxamore Sports Network as we brought you live coverage at Woodland Hills in the swimming division as Woodland Hills wins in the boys division but loses to Penn Hills in the girls. So thank you folks for joining us today. Good night, and we'll see you next time this upcoming Saturday for the championships with the Pittsburgh Public Schools as Alderdice takes on Obama in the boys division. And the girls division, I'm not sure who won, but I know whoever won is playing Alderdice. Both boys and girls Alderdice have the number 1 seed in both boys and girls division in basketball. Until then, folks, we'll see you next time. Glad to be here with you guys, and we'll see you on Saturday at 12 noon here live on the Roxamore Sports Network.